Joe is having a hard time. His wife is cheating on him and the company he works for is filing for bankruptcy. Because he is stressed out, Joe tries to calm his nerves by eating and drinking things that he likes, although they are not necessarily good for him. Unfortunately, because these things are bad for him, I'm soon going to have to warn Joe that he is damaging his arteries, heart, and, potentially, me. Because I am Joe's brain. I am Joe's central nervous system. All feelings, thoughts, senses, activities, and reflexes are controlled by me. I am made of 4 parts: the cerebrum, the cerebellum, the medulla or brainstem, and the spinal cord. The cerebrum controls Joe's thinking, recall, speaking, conscious movement, and senses. I am made up of mostly the cerebrum, which is located in the uppermost regions of my frame. The cerebellum is located below the cerebrum and controls balance and motor dynamics. The medulla controls the cerebellum to the spinal cord and controls involuntary processes such as breathing. Now, as I said, I'm going to have to warn Joe of what he is doing to his body. It's been coming on for some time, but now Joe is going to have to face the consequences. You see, Joe is in danger of a stroke. A stroke happens when oxygen-rich blood is cut off from the brain. A subsystem of the peripheral system controls things like the flow of blood. It is called the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system controls involuntary processes like breathing. But if Joe mistreats his body, I might not be able to control involuntary blood flow and such. Some things that often help cause strokes are alcohol, nicotine, and fats and salts. All the things that Joe thinks that calm him down, when, really, they make me work harder. Another thing that is happening is that Joe has had an overdose of alcohol. He has been drinking steadily all day, and he is intoxicated. When people are under the influence of alcohol, it usually makes them act in rash ways. This happens when there is a high blood alcohol concentration. Joe has had a dangerously high blood alcohol concentration right now, and he is experiencing double vision, reduced reaction time, and abnormal behavior. He definitely should not be driving, but he has decided to go to the doctor's office where his wife works and confront her. Uh-oh, you'd better be careful, Joe. You're overworking yourself. Your heart rate is going up and I'm losing oxygen. I can't prevent this anymore, Joe. You're going to have a stroke. Unfortunately, for all my intricacy, I couldn't stop this from happening to Joe. Luckily, the ambulance came quickly and Joe reached the emergency room in time. Otherwise, the consequences might have been worse than paralysis. But because oxygen was withheld from me for only a relatively short time, Joe might be able to recover in a few years with the help of therapists and doctors. But I'm afraid the damage to his marriage is irreparable.
I only had a brain, I'd unravel every riddle for any individual in trouble or in pain. With the thoughts I'd be thinking, I could be another Lincoln if I only had a brain.